If you're tasked with heading up the project for replacing your medium or large size company's phone system, and by medium or large size, I'm talking like hundreds or thousands of phone system users, there are definitely some things you do and don't want to do. It is definitely different to install a medium to large size phone system for a company than a small company. So I'm going to cover 5 things you definitely don't want to do if you're implementing a cloud phone system for a large or medium-sized organization in this video. But first, if you're working for a medium or large-sized company and you'd like my recommendation on the best cloud phone system vendors that your company should be quoting, reach out, send me an email, give me a call. I will help you make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. More information on that at the end of the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I put out at least one video every week, and that'll make sure that you don't miss any of my videos. Make sure you like and ring the bell and all that good stuff on this video too if you found it was useful. Okay, so what are 5 things you definitely do not want to do if you are in charge of implementing a new cloud phone system for a medium or large size company? Well, number 1, you don't want to forget to research your contract status for all the different sites, phone service and phone system stuff. So for instance, what I'm talking about is if you were for a medium to large size company, you want to have at least a general feel for, hey, are we stuck in some major contracts out there that's going to prevent us from implementing this phone system at certain sites? It's better to know that up front, because if you find out that 75% of your sites are in a long-term phone system contract, like they have another 2 more years, it's going to affect the way you quote the service and the way you talk to the service provider about the plan for implementing that solution. So go and check that out. Also, watch out for auto-renewal clauses. So a lot of companies say, hey, we haven't, that service has been there for 10 years, so I'm sure we're out of contract. Not necessarily. Some of my other videos talk about this too, but there's a little nasty thing called an auto-renewal clause in a lot of service providers' agreement, which says at the end of the agreement, it auto-renews. And some of them will auto-renew for the initial term, which sometimes was 3 years, a lot of times was 3 years. So it's auto-renewing every 3 years for another 3 years. So you could be, have a PRI here and there that have another 2 years left on them that you've had there for 10 years. That's just really normal. I see it all the time. So that's the first one. Don't forget to check the contract status, like maintenance contracts, licensing on current on-prem systems, all that good stuff. Check it out and make sure you know up front. Number 2, do not pay $15 per month per user if you are a medium or large size company. There is a lot better pricing that is specifically structured for medium to large size companies. And if you're getting offered $15 per month per user, that's pricing for micro sized businesses, not for you. That's a sales rep trying to make a fortune off one customer, off you. They're trying to rip you off. So don't pay that. Number 3, which I alluded to in number 1, don't forget to ask for the auto renewal clause to be removed before you sign. Okay, so some providers will remove that for you if you ask. Some won't, but some will, so it's worth asking. Number 4, don't forget to ask for a downturn clause in your contract. What that means is that certain service providers will allow you to reduce your committed monthly expenditure by 5%, 10%, 20%, depending on the service provider, depending on the size of your company throughout the contract. So for instance, if you signed up for, that you're gonna spend $5,000 per month with that service provider, they'll allow you to reduce that $5,000 by up to 5 or 10 or 20%. So, so that you're not getting early termination penalties if one of your locations closes, or one of your locations, lets go of 20 employees, and then maybe you add another 20 employees down the road anyway. So at least you're not getting dinged like right away all the time. So that's something you can ask for. Not all providers will allow it, but some providers will. So it's worth asking for. It's called a downturn clause. And number 5, do not do a phased installation or implementation without a coterminous agreement with your service provider. What that means is that, hey, if you're going to, like I mentioned in number one, so some of your sites might be stuck in a contract, it's going to take them a while to install, or it just takes you a while to get to that location. Well, you're installing different locations at different times. You know, maybe you're adding a location down the road. Down the road, you acquire another, your company acquires another company, and you add that into your contract. Well, what you don't want is multiple contract start dates and end dates. You want it all to be starting and ending on the same date, and that's called a coterminous agreement. Small companies aren't going to be able to get away with that. They don't have the leverage to ask for that with a service provider, but medium and large size companies do. You do have that leverage before signing your agreement, so that's definitely something you want to ask for and try to negotiate for. So I hope that was helpful to all of you medium and large size companies out there. And as always, if you are a medium or large size company with hundreds or thousands of employees and you'd like my recommendation on the best cloud phone system service providers to quote for your organization, reach out and contact me. Send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. This is what I do. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I know the entire industry inside and out. I know based on your company's requirements, I can tell you the best service providers to quote with the best reputations. Don't start Googling it. You're probably going to end up with the wrong providers to quote, and just contact me. It's easy, and the nice thing is, on top of everything, I won't charge you a dime for my services. The service providers pay my company the broker fee, so I don't have to charge your company anything. So I will introduce you to the right providers, introduce you to the right sales reps, oversee the quoting process, making sure you get the best pricing, and just overall help you with the terms and conditions, all that good stuff, and it doesn't cost you anything. So no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the videos that I put out weekly. And hey, do me a favor and like the video if you thought it was useful, and ring the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one.